to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit. Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Bradshaw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Now it's 2nd and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
A 51-yard attempt.
Looked like an issue there on the snap, but everything has to be right from this distance. But that one, no good.
And this will remain a scoreless game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he rips that one incomplete there.
I would see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down.
Set up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, it'll be Dorsett. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack it. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. They'll complete this one to Swan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
37-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Bradshaw. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
Second and 10.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Up the middle they go with Dorsett.
To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They set up the screen to Dorsett. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Results in a 4th down.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think they're going to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. On target over the middle of the hill. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
first carry for their fullback.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Pearson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. Okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue.
Off the play fake. Bradshaw. He sets to fire deep.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Throw right side, taken in by Swan. And he will have the Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if there's a bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Dorsett making the catch. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Running right, it's Dorsett. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 33-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Fullback try and push the pile. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And yeah, I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at this. Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Got a man. It's Swan complete.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
2nd down and 4.
At the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Bradshaw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
He finds his man complete. That's Pearson. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 34-yard line.
Second down and 8. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. That's Pearson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
18 on the play. First down, Dallas.
So the ball down to the 16. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
Steelers 10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one possession. A final shot before break. Bradshaw. He's got it to Swan, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On the give, this is Dorsett. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 11. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
And the Cowboy first down.
And they hand it off to Dorsett. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, their opening in the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
On the toss, it's Dorsett. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they
struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Dorsett. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Dorsett, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 13. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Off play action. Bradshaw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now, issues here on the snap. It is away, but he did not get all of it. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll give him another results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Bradshaw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Johnson on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 35. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cowboys.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So nothing doing there. And now third down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. The lead will hold at 13.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw here. They complete it to Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 4.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now a third down and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 36 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw shoves him away. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw.
Over the middle, he gets it to Swan, complete.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's 3rd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Again to the fullback on the dive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Bradshaw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To number 89. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Those are some of the easiest yards this quarterback will ever throw for. He gets it to his man behind the line of scrimmage and then lets him do the rest. He wasn't able to break it for a huge gain, but it was enough for the 1st down.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.